we could almost certainly say we're probably not going to see Lamar. Like, it sounds 80% sure we're not. Tyler Huntley, I don't want to say it's a toss-up because, like you said, he practiced, but he didn't throw. Maybe he'll throw tomorrow and Friday, and John Harbaugh will just kind of make a decision game time. Like, that could be a game time decision, so, like, I don't want to jump to that. But the one thing that's interesting to me is I've heard this kind of in the Bengals locker room, and I've heard this, amongst people kind of talking about what's going to happen if, we don't see Lamar, or if we don't see Lamar, but we see Tyler Huntley. Like, Lou Anarumo said this, Mike Hilton said this, and it's that, he's kind of a Lamar light. But you listed out the numbers of, like, their scoring. They're not good. I mean, I guess Lamar light isn't, like, even 60% of Lamar, but, like, how Lamar light is Tyler Huntley? Like, I'm not saying you should sleep on this guy by no means because they're in the playoffs for a reason, but is he really Lamar light? I don't know if I agree with that.
No, I mean, he throws for, almost 70 yards fewer per game.
Yeah.
His quarterback rating's lower, his QBR is lower. He throws the ball, quote unquote, more efficiently. He has a better completion percentage than Lamar, but he also throws more picks, in terms of percentage of his throws, throws less touchdowns. Net yards per attempt is lower, adjusted yards per attempt is lower, yards per completion is lower. But really where you see the difference is in what they can do running the ball. Lamar Jackson, he was averaging over 60 yards a game, 6.8 yards a carry, whereas Tyler Huntley was just down at 22. So you're talking a 40-yard difference. So basically you're talking like a 70-yard difference in passing and like a 40-yard difference in running. That's not exactly what you want. Tyler just doesn't have the juice that Lamar does. And I think that is what, and obviously we don't cover the Ravens, so it's made it kind of hard to kind of see what's going on. But I think that is kind of what's made this injury thing kind of last, because who knows? I mean, who knows what his knee looks like just to the naked eye. Who knows what it looks like structurally right now? But the things that make Lamar Jackson unique and the things that make him one of the most special players in the National Football League is what he can do with his legs and what he can do moving around and kind of how he directs the offense. It's truly an 11-man game. I think DJ Reader said that. It's truly an 11-man rushing attack. When you don't have Lamar, that changes, and Lamar obviously is a more efficient thrower than Huntley. So, yeah, I mean, I guess in the same way that Tyler Huntley's not afraid to run the ball, that he's Lamar light, but I just Lamar is on such a different plane of athleticism and talent as a quarterback that I don't even consider that a comparison.
I mean, this is going to sound kind of harsh, but like if you want to get into real comparisons, other than the term quote unquote Lamar light, I think of Malik Willis when I think of Tyler Huntley. Like you probably saw that game when the Titans played Kansas City on Sunday Night Football, and Malik was just running around, not knowing where to throw the ball. Like, I don't know if he's that bad. Like, I'll give Tyler some credit, but like, I think more of Malik Willis before I think of Lamar light. Like, I'm sorry to say that, and I'm not saying that means that Lou Anarumo's job is going to be easy on Sunday, because I mean, this John Harbaugh you're going against. You got the trick plays, you got things that they probably haven't seen before, even on film, because like that's just kind of what the playoffs are like, especially with a guy like Harbaugh. You know him better than me, but I mean, let's kind of narrow it down though. Let's say we're in the worst case scenario for the Ravens, where certainly no Lamar Jackson and definitely no Tyler Huntley. You're left with Anthony Brown, who that game Sunday against the Bengals, that was his first ever career start. Brett Hundley, who has been on their practice squad twice this season. Well, he was on the practice squad in the summer, was released, was on the Saints for like not even a month, came back last month. So he's on their practice squad. They probably could call him up this weekend depending on what happens with the other two. But, I mean, Brett Hundley's on his sixth team in 6 seasons and his second stint with the Ravens in less than a year. I think it's a very bleak situation when you look at that, but as vanilla as the Ravens were with Anthony Brown, and as much as they probably kept some cards to their vest because it was just kind of a Week 18 game where they were just fighting for a coin toss. Like, is there maybe something from Anthony Brown that we're just not seeing, that maybe we're just like trashing on him right now, and he's just listening to this, and on Sunday he's going to come out and say, what was that? And he just pulls something just out of the bag where we're just like, what just happened? Like, what do you think? Are we just fooling ourselves?
No, I mean, you're talking about a guy who threw 44 passes, which was 39 more than he had ever thrown in the NFL entering Sunday. He was an undrafted guy who has played in 2 games. Like, to me, this isn't really a situation where you can expect a ton out of a guy like Anthony Brown. Like, if Anthony Brown does start for the Ravens, that is very much a don't screw up situation. Basically, if you tell Anthony, if you throw 2 picks, we're going to get our asses handed to us. Like, it's not that. To me, like, this is, if Anthony Brown's the quarterback, you really need some turnovers on defense. You maybe need a special teams or a defensive score or a turnover that puts you in good scoring position. Like, you need things to go your way. You need J.K. Dobbins to rush for 100 yards. Whatever it is, you kind of need some other stuff to happen. Obviously, with Tyler Huntley.